On behalf of the Quest Foundation and our employees across Colorado, it is our pleasure to present the Kids Cares program with a check for $10,000. This is a combination of money from the Quest Foundation and an extra proportion that we're guiding through United Way to help this program reach more kids and reach the kids in a productive and constructive way. And I want to thank you, Mike, on behalf of our employees and for the impact you're having on kids.
Sometimes when confronted with the realities of poverty and hunger, it is all too easy to overlook the smallest and most innocent of all its victims. Every weekend, hundreds, perhaps thousands of District 51 students are forced to go without adequate food between school lunch on Friday and District 51 provided breakfast on Monday. It's a heartbreaking reality that children in our school district must face this situation. It was with this in mind that volunteers and staff joined together with Quest Communications in February at Rocky Mountain Elementary. Just over 2 years ago, a District 51 parent was on one of our campuses and became aware of how real this problem is. It was then a solution was developed and aid began to reach these children.
The program started with Mike Berry, who is our person in charge of the program, and he saw a need at Orchard Avenue Elementary. A student that he came across when he was picking up his daughter was crying and saying that she was hungry because she hadn't had any food. And so he felt bad about that and tried to figure out a way to help, and he was donating money to the food bank of the Rockies and trying to help out at Catholic Outreach, and finally it just kept coming back to him that there's many students that are hungry over the weekend, and so he developed the idea, he formed the nonprofit, and now it's just taken off, and we have 22 schools out of our 42 schools that are a part of the process, and 1,400 backpacks that are being given out every week.
Terry Smotla heads the District 51 Community Partnership Program. It is through her office that new schools are added to this program as the needs become apparent.
When we do find out a school that has a need for the backpack program, then I get with that school, Mike goes out and talks to them, we start the process. There are parent permission slips that have to be filled out before students are eligible to get the backpack, but there's no financial criteria. And then I just coordinate with the school to find out, how many backpacks they need, and then Mike takes it from there, and we find a business and sponsor to provide the food, provide the volunteers, do the packing like what we're doing here today, and once that's all coordinated, then I'm out of the loop until I find another school that has a need.
Of course, it takes resources, both human and fiscal, to fill those backpacks with sustenance and nourishment to help our students make it through the weekend. When Quest Communications and the Quest Foundation found out that there was a need this great in one of their service areas, they seized the opportunity to provide assistance.
So what we're doing here today is we are partnering with United Way to give a total of $10,000 to the district for their Kids Cares program, which is giving these homeless students or students who are experiencing homelessness backpacks to go home and eat through the weekend, because they have access to hot meals through their free and reduced lunch program, but we're finding that during the weekends they're not eating properly, they're not being well nourished. So they come to school on Monday hungry and not ready to learn. So we worked with the Colorado Department of Education on this program because the Quest Foundation's focus is on education. And beyond education, beyond equipping classrooms with cool technology or donating money to the schools, we noticed a clear need to help these homeless students so that they can perform to their best potential.
What started out as a whisper on one man's heartstrings caught fire and grew to where it is today.
Well, the principal of Orchard Avenue is to blame. She sent word out to some other teachers at some of the schools that she knew, and then they contacted me and they wanted to start the program at their school, and it just was pretty much by word of mouth.
And as the need grew, so did the desire to help out with the Kids Aid program.
It's an easy sell, to be real honest with you. You tell somebody about the program, and the first thing they say is, well, how can I help? And so we've been very blessed with volunteers.
For more information and to provide either human or fiscal assistance to the Kids Aid Backpack program, please log on to www.kidsaidcolorado.org or email Mike Berry at mike@kidsaidcolorado.org. With the District 51 Communications team, I am Ryan T. Cook.